What up, everybody? Welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
Yo, it is echoey as fucking shit. What up, everybody? Hope you guys are having a beautiful day. I'm your host, California Cal, and welcome to the Damn Dude Podcast. We're here to have the conversations that need to be had in a way that'll make you think and say, "Damn, dude."
Damn, dude.
Damn, I feel like my levels are gonna be kind of weird here, or there's gonna be like a really crisp episode. So we'll see. But yeah, like I said, I'm your host, man. And today we got an interesting topic. It's about how the question, like whenever we encounter problems in life, it's like the question about the problem is never the same, but the problem always is. It's like, well, shit, it's like, what do I even mean by that? You know what I mean? Like, it's not really the question that is the same problem every time. It's the problem that's the same every time. Does that make sense? Like, yeah, that's just what the show is today. Man, it's been raining out today. It's been pretty cool. It's been, yeah, I'm surprised because I'm staying down here and you notice if you're watching, there's a different background than usual. Or it looks familiar too if you're watching on the videos, because we are at the Casa de How We Hustle. And yeah, so I'm house sitting and just doing my thing. It's a good spot to work, you know. Yeah, it feels good, man. So appreciate you, Howie. Shout out to you. So, man, I had an absolute freak out this morning, like of major and epic proportions. And it's kind of funny because I'm the type of dude that, like, it really takes a lot to get me to start freaking out about shit. Like, oh man, like for those of you familiar with my background, like if you're not, like I've been through some crazy shit and I've really been able to like stay alive, which is, you know, pretty epic. But I mean, like from like losing my little sister, my grandma, my great aunt all in the same month when I was a kid, doing terrible in school, you know, all sorts of like gang activity and all that type of shit. You know, growing up, just losing a lot of people, you know, losing my second mom growing up when I was 15 and, you know, it just goes on, having my two best friends get murdered, breaking my skull, neck, and back, have broken 64 bones, been shot at, been fucking chased, ran from the cops, this, that, like you name it, dude, like all sorts of crazy shit. And, oh shit. Oops. Sorry. And, my camera went wacky. That seems to be the common problem on the show is the camera acts wacky. But no, like I said, so I've been through some crazy shit. You know what I mean? Having best friends get stabbed, shot, this, that, jump, fights, the whole thing. You know, so it really does take like quite a bit to get me to really like start freaking out. You know, I've also been in like really important business meetings and you know, worked with people of very high status and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, I'll get nervous and all that and I'll have freakouts. And I've learned that the biggest secret to like handling, what is going on? To handling and dealing with a freakout is to just like own it and accept it and really just allow it in. You know, like to really be able to just take it in and own it and accept that you're freaking out. For me, my biggest tool I have for when I'm freaking out is to say that I'm freaking out. I make it known like, dude, I'm freaking the fuck out. And for all my guests and anybody like that, like who's on the show, I tell them like, dude, I'm freaking the fuck out because I know it can be nerve-wracking. And whether you're used to being on camera or not, like for different people, it all hits differently. So it's like, it's kind of funny. We're like, with different guests, we have different things. Like some people, it activates them. Like they put the headphones on and start playing with the mic, like, whoa, hello, hello. And like, sometimes I'll leave that in on the episode because you'll see, especially my friends who are more, like my friends or people I know that are more used to being on camera or being public and stuff like that, I leave it in because it's funny to see them trip about it. Because when I enter their world, I'm like, holy shit, dude, like I'm freaking out, you know? And at the same time, I'm doing this, I'm freaking out too because it's all new to me, you know? And it's such a broad thing that like it's so easy to put reasons why not, or like why this won't work into this, you know? And that it's easy for that to take over. So so my whole thing with freaking out is I just own it. I'm like, dude, I am freaking the fuck out. And it tends to help, like for real, you know? Um, and like, I don't know. It's funny. I freak out over weird things, I feel like, but at the same time, we all do. Everybody has something that's like, has them freak out, you know? And I started looking at it. It's like, well, okay, well, like my whole thing, if you know, if you're new to the show, is honesty, openness, and transparency. So it's like I tell the truth on myself, and I'm really just documenting myself, like at my lowest points and my highest points, and everything in between. And that's essentially like kind of the whole deeper meaning and reason for the show is because it's documenting life, you know, whether I'm doing good or bad or whatever. Like right now, legitimately, and over these past couple months, I've been probably at the lowest in my life that I've been as an adult. And that's just some real shit. You know what I mean? It's like I got no shame about it anymore. Well, that's not true because I still feel it sometimes, but like I practice having no shame about it. You know, I'm open about my struggles. Like, fuck yeah, right now, yeah, I own a business and I have a family and I work for myself and I do all this and I'm broke as fuck right now. And that's just what's real, dude. Like, you know, at the same time, like I'm also it's funny because I realize I've came off as very like cocky in the past because when I've had money, I would say it, you know? I'm just being honest about my situation. The same way when I don't have it, I'm honest about my situation. So, you know, kind of like I guess the lesson is for me to just shut up and you know either find out how to maintain it, make more or something like that. The first thing for any problem is admit and acknowledge and recognize the problem, you know? So if I don't want to be in a BDS position, which, you know, they call the broke dick position, if you're not trying to be broke dick, then that mean, and if you don't know what that term is, that just means you're broke as fuck. You don't got any money. And, you know, if you're not trying to be BD, then fucking you gotta like really, man, it's like, it's easy to be. And then it's all, the thing is, where was I going with that? Oh, is the lesson in it is like, if I just want to keep being fucking, you know what I'm saying? It all comes in cycles and I do good things with my money and I know how to make a lot of money fast. What I've been doing and why I'm not just like money, 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 money right now is because I've played it out. I've played out making a lot of money in ways that I didn't want to. So now I'm on a new mission and on a new status for something that goes hella deeper to be like, yo, I want to make hella loot by fucking living life exactly how I want to live. Right now, to tell you the truth, this is my living. I'm fucking in sweatpants smoking weed and like, you know what I'm saying? It's like I'm just fucking chilling. And it's like, you got weed on the table right here. Like we can choose to live life by our design. And I believe that if I believe in this enough and I go hard enough and I stay consistent enough, that it will start paying. You know, granted, I'm not going to show up to everything in sweatpants or something. It's like, this is special because I was just out fucking in the rain and it was fucking cold. Sorry, let me fix my light. And I was just out in the rain and it was fucking cold and I was all wet. So I came back in and you know what I'm saying? I feel good now. So that's why I'm doing this way. Now, at the same time, I'm like, fuck, I could be out literally making money right now. Like I could go be having a job. I could go be grinding. I could be doing something, but this is doing something. So I can't get myself twisted. And that's where it's like, all right, I believe in myself enough to create this and allow myself to, I don't know, man, I guess just be in this position. You know what I mean? So like, I'm looking at it, but then I'm like, hold on. So, and I'm like, how do I even end up with no fucking money in this? How? You know what I'm saying? Like, how the fuck? Like, I don't know how I have no money at this age and in my situation where I need it. Now, granted, I have money right now because I just got paid and that shit just came in. But like, you know what I'm saying? The struggle was really, really real. And as I was freaking out, the freak out had nothing to do. I thought it had to do with having no money at that moment. But the reality of why I was freaking out about having no money was because what that equals. Having no money equals me not being able to give the best for my kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, me not having money equals not being able to provide for them, not being able to give them the best. Like, yeah, we can survive. I can always find a way to have enough for my kids to survive and to be alive. But that's like the bare minimum. And that's, you know what I'm saying? That's why I'm believing in this and doubling down so hard on this whole idea and this whole podcast is because I'm like, dude, we can really make something out of this, dude. And whether it does or doesn't make something out of this creates and leaves a legacy that's fucking deep, dude. Like, I know what the heck is going on, man. Oh, my live is tripping right now. Anyway, by the way, I started going live on Instagram. So if you're really a real fan of this show and you actually want to see in video and a little behind the scenes and like a week in advance, you got to jump on our Instagram lives. That's at Damn Dude Podcast. It's really random when I do them because when I record, it's like if I set a strict schedule for myself, I have to enjoy it. And if I'm not in the mood of like enjoying that, then it doesn't work for me. And then it becomes like this forced job and routine and whatever. So that's not my mission. My mission is to have fun. And so I just kind of go with the flow and I commit that I will do this many in this amount of time. And that's what I do, you know, and it gets done. So that's why I'm not tripping. It's like my schedule to get something accomplished goes by like the cycle that the podcast host site like circulates things. So that's basically what I'm going off of. And I'm like, yo, as long as I got enough to fill from here to there, and every week I have 2 episodes, if I got 2 brand new, fresh ass, completely original, high definition, fucking magic mastering audio quality for you guys, then yo, I'm doing my job, man. And it's like consistency, it just will pay. I fully believe if you do what you love all the way to the fullest, people will just start paying you for it. And I've experienced that in many different walks of life. And this is a different thing where it's like, it's way easier to sell because I'm not selling anything. You know, it's just like, yo, this is free game, dude. And at some point, like, yeah, I am going to make some money off this. And I'm going to keep it all integral. That's my thing, is authenticity. So it's like anything I promote is not going to be anything that I don't use myself or that I don't fully believe in myself. Even if I do a little bit and I can make good money, I'm not going to do it. I have to all the way be like, yo, I fuck with this. You know what I mean? So sometimes I might do free promos for things or people or companies or business. And other times I'll get offered things, and I have gotten offered things and I've been like, nah, you know, I'm cool. And there's many sponsorships and this and that. And it's like, I could accept the money, but I'm shooting myself in the foot if I do that, you know? So that's not what I'm trying to do. So I figured like, dude, let's just ride this out, play the long run, play the long game. Don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about this, that. The numbers are exciting and it's good to know your numbers because in business, you're supposed to know your numbers as you're moving, you know? And this is like, it's also very important to not worry about them. You know what I mean? Because worrying about the numbers is just it can be motivating, but it's like getting high. It's not the real thing. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go meditate and feel like you're fucking blazed. And at the same time, you can just go get blazed and like, you know, not really do the work. There's nothing wrong with it. I love weed, you know, but, it's just really interesting how that works. It's like there's a quick way to do it, and then there's like the right and proper and long way to do it. And I know for me, as far as weed and meditation, I'm always like trying to link how they relate and interact to my brain and my body and my spirit and shit, you know? So yeah, so it's like it's interesting because to kind of tie that all together, it's like having no money is what I thought the problem was. But in reality, I actually had some money. I wasn't gonna die. I'm not gonna die. My kids are fed, they're safe, everybody's got what they need. Um, yeah, I got some fucking debt collectors on my ass, but they can wait a little bit longer. And it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I gotta pay with some shit and some fucking dimes and nickels, so be it, man. Like, it, you know what I mean? If this humbles me enough to be able to have money, a lot of money, and be a good person still, and I'm one of those people that if you give me a lot of money, it's in everybody's best benefit for me to have a lot of money. Damn, dude. Real shit. Like I promise you, I'm one of those people. And I know that wholeheartedly that I really am one of those people that if you give me a lot of money, a lot of good shit will happen and a lot of people will get helped. And that's fascinating to me because to me, that's what all this is practice for. I've gotten a lot of money quickly. I've gotten a lot of money slowly. I've gotten very little money slowly. I've fucking worked for pennies, dollars. I've worked for fucking, you name it, man. Like, and it all kind of ties back into like, well, fuck, the money's not the problem. It's all the rest of the shit that has to do in relation to money, not actually money itself. And that's what's causing the freak out. So if I go and look at all the shit that's actually in relation to money, then I can start canceling them out. Because let's say like, boom, in the center, here's your money, and it just branches off. Boom, 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 boom. One way each way, right? And each branch off, let's say, well, money's connected to my bills. Money's connected to my food. Money's connected to my fun. Money's connected to my car. Money's connected to my gas. Money's connected to, like that's your freedom and shit. So really, it's like when money becomes tight, it's really not about the money. It's just all those things that have to do with money start restricting and squeezing the fucking life out of money itself, and it makes it scary. So in turn, it's like the question is never the same and it's the problem always is. So for example, money being the root, all the things around it are the questions. And money just stays there. It stays the same because money is money whether you have some, none, a lot, or a little. You know what I'm saying? Damn, dude. Like money is still money. People who have billions of dollars, a dollar is still a dollar. And people who have no dollars, a dollar is still a dollar. It's just how we feel about it. So it's the question that we ask about it is never the same. But it's like the problem always is. So it's like, well, shit, if we can just kind of like break down what they all are, we no longer have a problem, And it's like, fuck, for me, it wasn't really about money. It was really about not being able to provide for my kids the way I want to. That's what it was really about. Damn, dude. You know what I'm saying? So like, dude, it's crazy because I'm freaking out. And like I said, it takes a lot for me to freak out. Like I really started panicking, like shit, like fuck, because my money's running and like just everything. I'm like, okay, like this account's negative. These guys are calling me 500 times a day. These guys are calling me 500 times a day. I got nothing to give them. And I have no work lined up, and any money that's coming in, like it's the end of it. So I need to find some new ways to generate some money and do this. So it's like, honestly, just saying that, it fucking like triggers me because I feel the freak out again. I'm like, okay, Calvin, you got to fucking do something, bro. Like you have all these things available to you. You got to use them, dude. Like, and it's like, I start making calls to my clients, my swim people and this and that. And it's like, oh man, like I'm just so aligned with such different things that I'm like just this huge mess that's starting to make a lot of sense. I'm like tornadoing into like a good kind of tornado. It's all starting to come together is what I'm trying to say. All this madness, if I keep it real, then I'm just going to win. If I keep this authentic as can absolutely be, I will win. And not just me, but you, anybody. You will win You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck, dude. So, fuck, man. So, literally, what happened is I'm freaking out. I'm panicking. As soon as I accept it, literally, as soon as I'm like, you know what? I sat down and I just fucking started chopping off all the outside, like, what if problems or all the outside questions. Whoa. I just fucking chopped the microphone down. Visual, doing hand motions, trying to talk. What was I saying? Oh, so what happened was all the outside problems all the questions in relation to money, I start chopping them down one by one. Do I have enough food? Yes. Can I, like do, and I mean, that's like for myself and my kids when I say that. It's like, do we have enough food? Yes. Do we have shelter? Yes. Do we have enough gas, blankets, whatever the fuck we need to be safe for tonight? Yes, absolutely. Do the kids need to be somewhere where I'm incapable of getting them to? Nope. Like, holy shit, okay. So I just start going and addressing all the questions that have to do with money. Because it's all the questions that freak me out. It's not money. Money doesn't freak me out. I don't freak out if you fucking hand me $100, take it back, give it back, give it back, give it back. It's like that doesn't, it's just like, okay, But like when when we say money and money now becomes your livelihood, your fucking vacation, your trip to Disneyland, your trip to skiing, snowboarding, your trip to the desert, your trip to the movie theater, going out to eat, buying new clothes, being able to afford fucking essentials, buying new soap. I've fucking been broke enough to be able to not buy new soap, where I'm fucking filling the thing with water 100 times to fucking get as much out of it as I can, And yeah, so it's a trip, man. Like I know how that goes. And as soon as I accepted all the freak out, I chopped down all those questions for myself. I said, all right, I accept it. I'm okay. It's gonna be okay. I'm good right now. I got myself fully present, and it was true that I was okay right then and there. I started breathing. I started reminding myself what I was thankful of. And literally, I'm not even kidding you, 2 minutes later, I get a text. Hey, your check came in the mail.
Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Damn, dude.
Bro, are you fucking serious? As soon as I accepted it, I just said, you know what? It's okay. It's going to be okay. I breathed on it. I took it in. I was just like, cool, dude. And that was that, man. That was fucking badass. And that leads to the next thing, dude. We're going to take a quick break here, and we'll get right into that. So 1 second here, guys.
Damn, dude. California Cal.
What up, everybody? Welcome back to the Damn Dude Podcast.
Damn, dude.
That's at Damn Dude Podcast. Just like it's spelled, just like it's sound. That's how we get down on the giddy up and the giddy down. So get up, get down, hop on Instagram and follow us, and make sure you catch the lives so you can catch brand new episodes early. Just a heads up on these lives, I do kind of tend to ignore the live camera a little bit because I'm like actually recording. There's other times where I hop on and we'll just be doing other shit, and we can interact and chop it up and the whole thing. So don't be offended if I don't answer your call, or your messages straight from there, because I'm like, if I do that and this and this and that, it's like a terrible shit. It just doesn't turn out very good. It's like far more enjoyable. It would be cool if you were here and it was like that, but like if you're just listening, then it sounds all over the place. Drinking my coffee. All right, that coffee was okay. Excuse me. So, all right. So I'm gonna talk about, dude, like how the fuck did I actually go from panicking this morning, literally panicking, freaking out, like, oh fuck, like what am I gonna do? Fuck. I'm like literally out loud going, you fucking idiot, like you fucking dumbass, bro. Like, how can you be so fucking lazy and stupid and da 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 da? And it's funny because I happen to be reading my homie Sebastian's book, It Takes a Leap, and I'm on chapter, I want to say 4 now, maybe. Well, it might be later by the time you guys hear this, but anyway. I was reading it, and just his book's fucking awesome, by the way. For one, go check out his episodes. One of the deepest interviews ever recorded on the internet. I want to say it's episode 17, maybe 16, 17. I want to say 17. Uh, yeah, probably. Anyway, I was just reading the book and it's like something hit me like, fuck, dude, like you gotta stop talking. Like I don't know what it was exactly, but it was like something. And this is old information that I knew already too. It's like, okay, you gotta stop talking to yourself like this. So I started changing my dialogue, and like something that I do is I talk to myself, and clearly I'm like in a fucking house right now, just talking to my damn self to the cameras and stuff. I really don't mind talking to myself. It's something that like I actually encourage people to do. I was always worried about being crazy, looking crazy or something, but it's like, you know what? Who gives a shit? Like crazy to who? You know? So yeah, it's just a trip, dude. So it's interesting because this has a lot to do with how I got myself better. I was absolutely freaking the fuck out, dude. And like freaking out. Like if you know me and or you've seen how I like operate and stuff, you would know. Like if you saw, you'd probably be concerned because it's just like, yo, like bro, you're fucking tripping, homie. Like what's up? So like I was saying is like I was fucking tripping the fuck out this morning, and I'm like, so I just I was talking to myself out loud like I normally do, and I started catching and realizing like what I was saying out loud. I'm like, oh, you fucking dumbass, like da da da, like oh, you're so fucking lazy, bro. Like I was, you know, like you being such an idiot, da da da. I was talking to myself like that, and then I stopped and I was like, hold on, man, like I fucking know better than this. So I started talking to myself better, and I started like, I literally had to force myself to like start saying nicer things about yourself. So I started being like, you know what, Calvin, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna be good. Did you eat? Yes. Do you have food? Yes. Are your kids good? Yes. Are you good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, your people cool? Like, yeah. Holy fuck, man. Like, all right, I'm cool. You know, I can do this. I can get up. I could do the next step, and I could fucking keep pushing. You know what I'm saying? And the thing is, why it is so important to speak good things to yourself and to others and into the universe is because the majority of our body is made up of water, and water has memory. So literally, if you tell water fuck you and you freeze it, it'll make ugly ass water crystals, and it'll be like all fucking evil and ugly looking. And then if you say I love you, you're wanted, I believe in you, like you say positive things or you play positive music to it, then you freeze it, the crystals will freeze in absolutely beautiful fucking geometric shapes and like crazy shit that like if you've done like plant medicines or stuff, like if you have a trip like or a vision, it's like you can see that in real life within the water and the memory of the water. So it's like, yo, literally if I practice saying positive things to myself out loud, the water, you know, the memory of the water inside of me is going to respond in a positive and healthy way. So it's no longer going to fucking, you know what I mean? It's not going to be those ugly crystals. So essentially it's like, dude, everybody, I highly recommend look up the Dr. Emoto video. If you go on YouTube, the full video, there's like a bunch of fucking people who just comment on like a bunch of people who just comment on the, like they have a video playing on the side and they're making their own comments about it. But if you look up, I found the actual one for you guys. It's Dr. Masaru Emoto Hado. I might be saying this wrong. That's Dr. Masaru Emoto, Emoto Hoda. Oh, I'm sorry, Hado. And it's crazy, dude, because he proves the whole thing, and you can actually do this yourself. And I've actually done this myself, and it's completely fucking real, dude. It's absolutely bonkers. Like, oh shit, hold on. Okay, so yeah, dude, it's like pretty fucking bonkers. Like, you should definitely check that out. Again, the full video on YouTube. It's the one that's like, I want to say it's 15 or 30 minutes. But there's all, like I said, there's a whole gang of videos that you could watch on there. But Dr. Emoto, that's Dr. Masaru Emoto Hado, Water Crystals Full Doc. So it's called Water Crystals Full Doc. Dr. Masaru Emoto Hado, Water Crystals Full Doc. It's fucking sick, dude. Just go on YouTube, look that shit up, and it'll blow your mind, dude, because we literally, like, I forget what the number, the percentage is, but our body is primarily composed of fucking water. And so if you look at this video and then you relate this back to ourselves as like, yo, like we're actually made of water, like that's pretty fucking crazy. Um, so it's like, so if we're saying, so literally, if it's a proven fact that if you say fuck you to water and you freeze it, the crystals form all like ugly and like disgusting looking. And if you say I love you to it, it literally freezes into these beautiful fucking images. If we are water, if we're primarily made of water and the earth is primarily made of water and there's water underneath us in the earth at all times, and there's continuously water, there's water in the sky, in us, wherever. If you're saying negative things, then that's how it's going to react. Literally look this shit up, dude. Like it's a fact. So like so this is even crazier. This takes us another step. So check this out. It's like, okay, so if what we're saying out loud to ourselves or what we're thinking to ourselves really literally determines how the internals of our body and spirit responds, like that's pretty fucking important. So it's a trip too, because I look at it and I'm like, yo, if you don't know how to swim, then that literally means that you are afraid of the majority of the world.
Damn, dude.
Right? Like that's fucking crazy. Like literally, if you're afraid of the water like that, like yeah, I'm afraid to swim, I'm afraid to get in, nah. That's literally being afraid of the majority of the planet. That's crazy, dude. And it's like, well, hold on a second, because all the water responds and all water has memory. And being that it's got memory, like, holy fuck. So it's no wonder if I sat there for so many years telling myself, oh, you fucking idiot, then it's like, what type of life am I actually living? Like, of course I'm going to be overweight. Of course I'm going to be unhealthy. Of course I'm going to have this or that, or you know what I'm saying? And it's like the moment that I stopped and I caught myself this morning and was like, yo, stop. Don't be an idiot. And I'm like, no, don't be an idiot. It's cool. And that was like the first shit that I had to say to myself. And I had to correct that. You see how simple that is? But it's like, imagine if you told that to a kid. We have to talk to ourselves that same way, you know? It's like, you can't just be like, oh, you fucking idiot. You know, it's like, hey, try this next time. You know, and when we really put that on ourselves, holy shit, it absolutely makes a difference. You know what I'm saying? Like it makes a world of a difference. So I think that when we can face ourselves head on and we face learning how to swim and we face, wow, this is a trip. I never thought of it like this. Like when you learn to speak to yourself in a healthy manner, your internal thinking and your internal dialogue or your talk to yourself dialogue, when you can learn to navigate it responsibly and use it responsibly, that's like learning to swim for your spirit and soul and happiness. It's like teaching your happiness how to live and thrive and come out. You know what I mean? So it's so important. That's why it's like when we speak to kids, when we speak to ourselves, we have to really be mindful and put our best intentions into it, even if it's hard or it's basic or it seems stupid or something like that, because it's like, it really, really, really makes a fucking difference, dude. You know, like, dude.
Damn, dude.
So it's interesting that that's kind of like the topic and where this went. I feel like what I was just saying is like, it kind of was, it was where I was wanting to go within writing my notes. And I feel, damn, I don't know, it's cool. But I'm like jumping everywhere. So it's interesting. So I'm going to tell you something about my experience with learning to swim, which is, I didn't learn to swim until I was about 13 years old. I was like 12 or 13 years old when I finally learned, which is crazy because like my family grew up going to the ocean and swimming like all the time. And like, it was just one of those things I just knew enough to kind of like get by. But the reality was I was terrified because I didn't know how to do it. I would just go like corner to corner if I was in the deep end, or like I would have to completely plan and have a predictable route every time I was going to like travel through the water. So I remember One time I was so fucking scared to swim. We went to the river when I was a kid. We were in, I'll say we were in like Arizona on the river. And we went out on my neighbor's boat and everybody jumped in the water. It was out in Arizona in summer. It was like 120 something degrees out. Like literally they were able to cook an egg on the floor outside. Literally that happened. And so we freaking, everybody's jumping in and I'm sitting there sweating my ass off, dude. And I'm like, no, I'm cool. And I had this fucking long ass mullet and this big ass hair and all this. So I was like, I was fucking hot, dude. And I was sweating so much. And I was just like, oh no, like my sweat's keeping me cool. Everyone's like, can't jump in the fucking river. And I was just so terrified. And I remember like that shit was a hella defining moment, dude. Like, fuck this, man, you know? So I realized that and I was like, dude, that fucking sucks, man. So I remember what it was like to hella be scared of the water. So that goes back to my point is like, yo, if you're afraid of the water, that means you're afraid of the majority of the world. And that fucking sucks, dude. Like, I know who's trying to be afraid of the majority of the world. So I finally learned to swim and I was like, holy shit, because that became the catalyst to the rest of my life. You know what I'm saying? That was like my career. That's my like what I do. Like I am a fucking dude. I don't want to call myself a waterman because you go and you put me on a boat with like the big dogs out there and like I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I know enough to save myself, maybe somebody else, but no, but like I'm pretty fucking good. You know what I mean? Like I'm a proficient surfer, I'm a proficient swimmer, I'm pretty fucking fast when I swim. I can't go very far, but like if you want to go like one lap, I will fucking smoke you. If you're like a regular swimmer, if you're like really a swimmer, I can analyze and tell you exactly why you're faster than me and break it down and I'll understand why I'm slower and why you're faster. Because like I've got the teacher brain for this. But in general, if you want to race one lap, I will likely smoke your ass in the pool. Freestyle swim. Nah, so it's funny because it's like, yo, because I can put myself back in that position of learning to, of remembering learning to swim. I remember what it was like to be hella fucking scared, dude. Like hella scared. So that really helped me out in the end because it was like, dude, I in turn am able to teach babies and adults and people who literally it's their greatest fear of their life that to help overcome those fears because I can put myself in that position, you know? And remember, it's like the question is never the same. The problem always is. It's the question that we ask around the problems and it's like water. Okay, let's break this down really small. If you're afraid of the water, does that mean you don't shower?
Damn, dude.
Nah, you're cool with that. If you're afraid of the water, does that mean you don't drink water?
Damn, dude.
I mean, everybody needs to drink water. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's kind of interesting. Well, if I have water in my cup or my bong or my fucking, the rain, does that really scare you? Are you actually afraid of that? You're actually afraid of the water. You're afraid of H2O. You know, I don't think that's the problem. It's really not. That's why I say it's like the question about it is never the same. It's the problem is always the same. So, with that being said, I'm able to break this down step by step for people and deliver it to them in a way where they're like, holy shit. They're able to start talking to themselves in a way where they start saying, oh, well, I'm not afraid of the water, but I'm afraid of swimming. And then it's like, oh, well, which parts of swimming? Well, you know, I can swim across the pool. I'm just scared to go in the deep end. Okay. You know, so, and then it's like we start breaking this down smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller. And what I'm doing is I'm analyzing your movements and I'm literally like watching you lie to me. You're not lying to me on purpose, but it's like, you don't know that you're lying to me. I'm afraid of the water. So you don't drink water? Well, no, you know what I mean? I'm not afraid of water like that. Okay, so then let's get it out of your vocabulary that I'm afraid of the water because we're not afraid of the water. We're afraid of drowning. We're afraid of what's under the water. We're afraid of what's, you know, what could happen. We're afraid of what we don't know. We're afraid of the variables that we're unfamiliar with. We're afraid of just sinking. We're afraid of not being able to hold our breath. Or some people are afraid of getting their eyes wet. Some people are afraid of getting water in their ears. Some people are afraid of getting their head wet going backwards. Some people are afraid of it going forwards. Some people are afraid to float on their back, but they're comfortable to swim across the pool. And other people are absolutely okay floating on their back all across the deep end and whatever, and not okay swimming across the deep end. So it's like really weird and really unique because we all come with a different question about the same problem. You know what I'm saying? If I'm teaching people to swim and learning life-saving skills and helping you overcome your lifelong fears, then I'm doing my job for one. And oftentimes when you do the swim classes with me, you do not know. We're having so much fun that you often are wondering, does this guy actually know what he's doing? And then all of a sudden, you've got skills. And you're like, I'm having so much fun. I'm like, exactly. I'm teaching under the context. I'm here to show you how to have the most fun in the water. I'm not here to help you overcome your fears and all that. I mean, I am, but my context is that I'm here to show you how to have the most fun in the water possible. Plain and simple. So with that being said, it's like I'm able to deliver this gift, and I learned the hard way. Me learning to surf, I fucking literally went every day for a year after breaking my skull, neck, and back, and the doctor telling me I'm never allowed to surf. And that just piqued my interest. Surfing, I never even tried surfing. Let me go try that. So that's like my experience. I know what it's like I know what it's like to swim and surf every wrong way possible. And because of that, I've boiled down and extracted all the several pieces that it takes to make it happen. If you're a baby and I can't talk to you, then I will use your breath and your body movement and the timing of the two of them with the intended outcome. And that will in turn give your child, your baby, life-saving skills. If you're an adult and you don't speak the same language, I can do the exact same thing. Now, if you're an adult, a teenager, a kid who's older, I can just communicate with you, and that's happening at the same time. So even if what we're communicating about has nothing to do with swimming, I'm often doing that as a distraction to get you to do the skills so you can stop running the story of the questions about the actual problem.
Damn, dude.
Whew. Damn, that was pretty tight. So, like I said, I make sure that you have the most fun in the water. And at the same time, a byproduct of that is you get to overcome your lifelong fears. You get to have some of the funnest skills and a new thing that equals absolute freedom in your life. You're not afraid to travel. You're not afraid of the hotel pool. You now want the hotel pool. You know what I'm saying? You want these options now instead of being scared of it. And when your kids know how to swim, your babies know how to swim, they know life-saving skills, the whole thing, dude, that's winning. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I'm here to do. And as long as I keep reminding myself that and I keep remembering that for myself, this whole money thing and all this shit, it doesn't matter because I'm in my purpose and I'm clear what my purpose is. And I'm here to do that with or without money.
Damn, dude.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like understanding my worth and my value. And that's also in Sebastian's book. And something he talks about a lot in general is knowing that, who are you? What's your worth? And, why are you here? And what's your value? I think those are the three main questions he asks. But either way, it's like, dude, so what ends up happening is like the more that we can go swimming in the ocean, the water, and we indulge in the water and we acknowledge and engage and show love to the water that's in us and the memory that it has, then we're on a good path and we start healing. And this is why also like eating an alkaline diet is important and stuff like that is because the opposite of alkaline is acidic. And it's like, if the water in you is acidic, then that's where cancers and different things and all those illness or sicknesses and disease or whatever, that's where they grow and that's where they live. So this is why we need strong, healthy cells, which are bonded together, strong, powerful, have stretchiness and and it's like, they're just ready to go. That's how an alkaline that's how an alkaline, body functions and how alkaline water reacts. And it's almost like when you speak love into your water, it's like you can almost alkalize it in a sense. I'm not saying physically, but like in a sense, it ends up changing the molecular structure. Like I said, go back to the Dr. Emoto video if you don't believe me or you have questions about that. This isn't me just like making shit up. Like, that's real. So if we can change the molecular structure inside of us to healthy molecules and fucking connections and shit, then like that's what we need to be doing. That's how we heal. That's how we grow. And that's how we stay on an upward trajectory and like keep fucking going where we want to go. So if you're trying to fucking overcome and have the most fun in the water possible and give your kids life-saving skills, holler at us at Fin2Swim. That's Fin, the number 2, and swim. You can go to fin2swim.com, follow Fin2Swim on Instagram. It's really badass. We're all sorts of rearranging. If it takes a little while to get a call or text back, please forgive me because it's not my strong suit, and we're in the middle of finding a new assistant for scheduling and all that. So if you guys know anybody who loves doing that type of shit, like my key thing is loving doing it. I want that to be more important than anything else. Having fun and really having a passion for helping save babies, like show babies life-saving skills and help provide peace of mind to families and provide peace of mind for adults, provide freedom for them to overcome their lifelong fears. If that sounds of interest to you and like you want to work together, like let's do it, dude, because that would be dope. And if you do that, we'll hop on a podcast. We'll do the whole thing, man. Like, yeah, wow. That just like, damn, that just opened up a lot for me right now. Actually, I just had some good ideas. Anyway, so check that out. That's Fin2Swim. If you want to learn some, overcome your lifelong fears, dude. And we can travel and we can go places. There's a whole lot of different options and shit like that. So like I said, just holler at me. So one thing I highly recommend and I've experienced on my own is saying what I'm grateful for 3 times in the morning and 3 times in the evening. That causes me to just continuously think about things I'm grateful for. And like my mentor, David Meltzer, said, if you can say what you're grateful for 3 things in the morning, 3 things at night, every day for 90 days straight, you will see exponential positive growth in your life. And legitimately, when I'm doing that, it's absolutely fucking true, dude. It took a while at first. Honestly, it was really fucking hard. I set alarms, I set reminders, I do all sorts of shit like that. But dude, it's hard. It's really hard. And when you do it, it's fucking worth it. I promise you, it's hella worth it. Just, go for it every morning, every night. Say what you're grateful for. And you literally will see exponential growth. Do it for 90 days and let me know how it goes, because I'm on this mission, and the more people that can get on it, the better like all of our lives are gonna be. So why the fuck would we not do that? You know what I mean? So yeah, dude. Yeah, today's been an interesting day, man. So I'm pretty stoked. I'm gonna go get my check. And I gotta get my car to fucking pass smog. It's like literally every situational thing that's shitty is like going on. And I'm like fully ready to just, this is enough. You know? Man, oh man. Like I said, I keep it fucking real, dude. Like if you're gonna say anything about me, it's like, damn, Cal kept it real. Like, holy shit. So, man. This has been a fun show, man. I've been excited to hop on here. I feel like it's been a few days since I've recorded, so I was excited to do this. And you know what I mean? Everybody, I appreciate you guys following us from all around the world and making us a top 10% podcast out of all 2.4 million podcasts in the world. And that number is literally growing by the hundreds every fucking day. So thank you. Even since the numbers jumped, we still held our position. And I'm so appreciative for that. So thank you guys. Without you guys, that couldn't have happened. Shout out to all the listeners from all around the world, all in all different countries, all the different cities everywhere. Make sure you go find us on any major and non-major platform. At Damn Dude Podcast. Follow us on Instagram at Damn Dude Podcast, Facebook, the whole thing. YouTube as well. You'll start seeing more videos pop up on there as time goes on. Like I said, we've got the first 3 up there for now. And yeah, go check them out. Show some love. Give a like. All that fancy stuff people say. And I would greatly appreciate it if you guys could hop on Apple Podcasts and leave a 5-star written review. And, leave some questions, comments, whatever you took from the show. And that really does help me a lot. Like I said, I'm not fucking selling you nothing. I'm not trying to get you nothing like that. That really helps. It doesn't cost you anything to support the show. If you do want to support in a monetary way, there's a link in the bio. Feel free. We got I want to say the PayPal's on there. We've also got Patreon. We've got all those different ways, that if anyone wants to contribute to the show, we greatly appreciate it. At the same time, if not, just like, share, support, or I hope you got something out of this for yourself. So remember, like one of my heroes, S.N. Cuenca, says, a man worthwhile is a man with a smile when everything falls apart.
Damn, dude.
Yo, that's pretty dope. And one last thing. Nah, I'm gonna save this for later. I don't know. I was just gonna say, let me just put it like this. Make sure you guys watch out for all of our old folks out there. People trying to hurt old people, anything like that, any race, color, whatever. Make sure you watch out for our older folks. Check the younger kids in a, like in a way that you would have wanted to been checked on and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's just fucking spread the love and keep it fucking real. So much love. Hope you guys have a beautiful day. And like I said, go leave a 5-star written review. I appreciate it. Have a beautiful day. Love all. Much love. Love you guys. Peace. Rooster Tail, take us out, my man. At Rooster Tail Official, TALE Official.
Damn, dude.